25 on the dash. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. Cause it's just another day in the life of a boss. T-Pain. Boss, 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 boss. Shout straight digging. It's on the side. At the bottom when I'm sure you count them all, then we off to that Chevy and taking off. Baby, slow it down cause you're moving too fast. Yeah, too fine to be moving too fast. Back to the thugging, now I'm loving, baby, that's my boss that you seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. Cause it's just another day in the life of the boss. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. That you seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far.
Face the excitement here at the sold-out arena in Portland. It's the Miami Heat and the Portland Trail Blazers. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball. On 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. So the opening lineup for the Heat. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. The big men are Bosch and Whiteside. And it's Johnson in it, the small forward. Whiteside, the pass to Dragic. And stolen by Lillard. And here's McCollum for three. And it's Dragic with the rebound.
And it was a very public fallout out between Goran Dragic and the Suns front office. That was a real tense few weeks there before ultimately he was traded.
Here's McCollum. After the made shot from Dwayne Wade. McCollum kicks to Plumlee. And the pass to Aminu. Back to Plumlee. Just 5 on the clock. Harkless dishes to Aminu. The shot is off. Some solid defense from Bosch. And it's Dragic off the drive. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Portland's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Whiteside sends it back. They get it back. The shot's good from Plumlee.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Wade kicks to Whiteside. 7-foot shot. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade.
Boy, can he finish in the paint. That's one thing we know he's good at.
And Lillard kicks to Plumlee. Makes it off the glass.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Wade outside. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Portland did a lot of things right last year in their 51-win season. The one constant for them was how they played defense.
You know, Kevin, they were good all season long in terms of staying focused on that side of the ball. Really made sure to challenge every shot, and with their length and reach, they should be a factor defensively.
Now here's Lillard. That's good. Lillard's got 5.
It's been a very efficient first quarter for him. He's creating good opportunities and converting those that he creates. Yeah, you know, as you said, Portland challenged every shot last season. They were a top 10 team in limiting opponents' shooting percentage. They were also best in the league in limiting three-pointers.
There are a lot of different approaches on defense. Portland challenged shots and didn't make risky plays. They were last in turnovers forced last year, but overall, they had a strong defense.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Ed Davis is checked in for Plumlee. Myers-Leonard comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for Maurice Harkless. And Krabs subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Here's Wade after Ed Davis's score. Wade. one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Davis sets a screen. The baseline J. They get the rebound. Knocked loose. And now Winslow pushing it up. No one. Whoa. It's not possible what we just. Clark, is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner. It is possible.
And think about it, guys. That's one of the few guys in the entire league who can pull off something like that.
They're running. And it's the Heat on the break. Winslow's running. And Stoudemire, the bucket on the assist by Winslow.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Here's Lillard. Portland no good that time either.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And Portland making a change here. McCollum's checked in. And Miami also making a switch. Nick Roberts is checked in. Wade drives in. Stolen by McCollum. To the middle. Crab kicks to McCollum. Knocks down the 3-ball. We've got 13 seconds left in the first. Here's Wade.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
So far in the game, he's 0 of 2 at the line. First free throw is good. And so he hits both. Portland with the ball. And here's McCollum for 3. The shot is off.
And that's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case, you've got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on you.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Trailblazers lead by 2. From Portland, we're back in a moment. Now we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
It's been about the effort. Love the hustle they've shown here in the first.
Yeah, it's due to their hustle, as you said, Greg, and it's showing up on the scoreboard, too.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Nick Roberts at the 4 with Bosch at center. Dragic is out there with Richardson. And it's Johnson in at the 3, the small forward.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass. And guys, C.J. McCollum is a scoring-minded combo guard out of Lehigh. Was taken with the 10th pick back in 2013 and still looking to make a big impact in the NBA.
Stolen by Bosch. Dragic kicks to Bosch. Pass to McRoberts. Good ball movement here by Miami. Poked loose. And here's the fast break. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Rebound by the Heat. While McCollum has struggled with injury, he's broken a bone in each of the last 3 seasons dating back to college at Lehigh.
Yeah, and if he can stay healthy, I think he's got a bright future. He had a broken finger last season, and he broke his foot twice in the seasons prior, Kevin, just to embellish the injury situation. But he's got some ability.
Damian Lillard's checked in for Portland. And Miami with a change here, too. Whiteside's checked in for Josh McRoberts. Lillard attacking. And it's sent back by Bosch. Here's Richardson. Some solid defense from Lillard.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup. Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Made that one only his fourth of this game after firing 10 times from the floor.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And guys, what I like about Damian Lillard, very decisive with the ball in his hands. Always in attack mode. He keeps it hopping. And he has a killer instinct in the clutch.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Stoudemire comes in for Chris Bosh. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Richardson. Clock at 6. Here's Dragic. But he recovers it. Shoots over Lillard. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. It's on Damian Lillard. Miami shooting their fifth and 6 free throws of the game.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
And I know the free throw shooting is an area they focused on improving coming into this season.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Ed Davis is checked in for Plumlee. Leonard comes in for Vonleh. Al Farouk Aminu, he's checked in for Maurice Harkless. And it's Henderson for McCullough. And for Lillard, he keeps the ball moving, as Greg is talking about. And Clark, he keeps his teammates involved.
Very proficient in the pick and roll, understands the nuances of looking at weak side defenders and getting to the free throw lane for the roll man. He knows all the tricks to make that pick and roll really successful.
It's stolen by Wade. There's Winslow. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Yeah, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum. Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
Now here's Winslow. He's guarded closely. And he gets it to go. Winslow's got the lead up to 3 now for Miami.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
It's stolen by Dang. Here's Dragic. Can't get it to go. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Kept alive. And Lillard gets double teamed. Aminu, the pass to Davis. Feeds to Leonard. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Leonard's got his first 2 points.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
There's Dragic with the 3.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
And then Henderson with the dunk.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. Her teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder. And that's exactly what that play looks to be. No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Wade from outside. And that one's good. Wade's got 5 points now this quarter.
You can't. Oh.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. It's the Heat leading by 4. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. Welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go, having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade.
We've seen D-Wade getting it done. He has 11 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Dwayne Wade really has his fingerprints all over this one.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the 2. Davis is out there with the Minu, and it's Plumlee in at the 5 down low. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. Miami leading by 5.
And one thing about Damian Lillard, for as much as he handles the ball, for as much as he pushes the action, he doesn't turn the ball over. I mean,
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
Aminu misses.
It's hard not to go for it when you see the chance for that alley-oop.
Clearly, temptation got the best of him right there, Greg.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
Richardson, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And Lillard kicks to Plumlee. To the inside. And the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for Plumlee. And Maurice Harkless subbed in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And stolen by Vonleh. Here's Harkless. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run. Guys, we're not through 3/4 of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, it's been a really good game for sure. I mean, it looks like it's going to stay tight throughout.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
And that's been their focus, it seems, throughout the game. I like the discipline that they've showed in terms of creating those opportunities on the inside.
Trailblazers moving the ball around. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And for Noah Vonleh, all season came in as a heralded freshman out of Indiana. Some people thought he might crack the top 5 in the draft, but after some shaky late workouts, he fell all the way to 9.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Leonard comes in for Davis, and it's Allen Crabbe in for Damian Lillard.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the 3-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Henderson's checked in. Winslow's checked in for Miami. Well, Greg, in watching Vonleh, you can see he has the size and range to be a difference maker. Excellent rebounder, big hands. Like you've talked about that, simply working on refining his skill set at this point.
Yeah, and it's a matter of work ethic with him because I think the tools are there. Work ethic and experience, and I think this kid is going to be a nice front court player for a long time.
Miami's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Outside Dragic. Johnson sets the screen for Dragic. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball, share the sugar. Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Here's Johnson, and that one comes up a bit short.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
That drops.
This is a nice third-quarter surge here. They've got it going right now.
And a perfect time to get hot, just as we get into the meat of the second half here.
Here's Whiteside. Richardson for three. Can't hit. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. McCollum kicks to Anderson. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game. And that one falls for Henderson. So for the Trailblazers, Mason Plumlee's checked in for Myers Leonard. Aminu comes in for Maurice Harkless. And Brian Roberts subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Then for the Heat, Josh McRoberts is checked in for Whiteside. Bang comes in for Joe Johnson. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Goran Dragic.
No need to rush here. They can play for one shot.
Yeah, and I think the way you do it, you're patient as you indicated, and wait until about the 5-second mark before you get into your play.
You know what? He tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Both good from the line that time. 7 seconds left in the third. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
Jacks up a three. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Trailblazers. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Portland leading by 12. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Wade and Dang are the 2 and 3. Chris Bosh is out there with Josh McRoberts. And it's Richardson in at the 1. And Plumlee kicks to Lillard. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
This is how you do it. That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
And Miami making a change here. Dragic is checked in. It's Bosh with the drive. That misses off the backboard.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Harkless is checked in for Ed Davis. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Trailblazers making a switch here. McCollum's checked in. And Miami also making a switch. Whiteside's checked in for Josh McRoberts. Here's Bosh. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And the shooting has really been there for him today. But he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Lillard against Dragic. Tries from 10. And Whiteside sends it back. Here's Wade. Basket is good. The assist from Bosh. And it's 13 points for Dwayne Wade.
And I love the fact that he didn't try to take on the defense by himself. Great pass on the move. The
Heat making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. And, of course, Chris Bosh has been such a prolific scorer and rebounder in his career. He's not quite in the 2010 category for his career. But, boy, Greg, he's close.
Yeah, I mean, good athleticism, that big wingspan, and not an overly physical player, but very instinctive on the backboard. And when it comes to scoring, particularly from that mid-range area, he can do it all.
Timeout called, the Heat.
On the topic of Chris Bosh, I mean, guys, he was a 24-11 player his last season with Toronto. Went on to Miami to win rings where his stats dipped a bit with LeBron there. Then last season, his scoring average right back up to 21 a game.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, guys, I was able to listen in on what Eric Spoelstra was going over with his team in that last huddle. He was emphatic. We're not getting it done, fellas. We've simply got to step up, get engaged, and try to battle back. Guys, we'll see if the pep talk gets them going.
Talking about Chris Bosh, he was really ahead of his time when he first entered the league. I mean, very few power forwards.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
The shot by Lillard wide open.
Yeah, you laughing at?
And it's Lillard again missing.
And that's an important rebound, especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
But they're still in this one, fellas. Can they pump it up a notch here in the clutch?
Six on the shot clock. Pulls it from the elbow. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And the Trailblazers lead by 12.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
Wade drives in. Dishes it to the right side. The three. Bosh misses. Portland leading by 11. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's the floater. The Heat have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. And good on the basket. Book it. 15 points for Dwayne Wade.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field. And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
To the paint. And it's Johnson penetrating. They get a hand on it. Dragic with a wide open look. And the three off target.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
Yeah, and they've been on the winning end. I mean, effort is one thing you can always control in addition to attitude. I would credit this lead to force of will.
Here's Bosh. Boom, he jams it straight down.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Now here's McCollum. Wade is covering. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's his first foul. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Here's Roberts. No good on the quick three. And here are the Heat now. Offensive rebound. Richardson dishes to Winslow. Over Vonleh. Winslow's shot is off.
That would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
He drops the first one, and that will push the lead to double digits. Good on both.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
Timeout called, the Heat. They're losing by 11. 12 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Stoudemire, and Davis sends it back. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. Timeout called, the Heat. They're trailing by 11. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
You know, I think he's just trying to send his team a message, you know, not willing to give up on this game just yet. Just trying to instill that fight in this group.
Yeah, hey, I'm all for giving messages and teaching lessons, and I respect that, but at some point, if it's over, it's over. I mean, you need to be looking at the next one. This one's done. Forget about it. Let's move on.
11 seconds left in the game. Winslow, the pass to Richardson. Winslow's shot is off.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, Clark, made the difference.
Well, you know, at this stage, you've got to defend your home floor, and they did that.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.